What's going on? It's the brother Jay, and I'm back again with my thought of days. And the thought of the day is on the real. You know what I'm saying? Which means I'm gonna tell you straight up on the real what the topic we covering. Now every now and then I get people, you know what I'm saying, I get comments, stuff like that saying they want me to cover certain topics. You know what I'm saying? Very rarely, but I get them. And I got one that was saying, can I cover the difference of, basically you know, dating and what's the worst thing when it comes to dating in modern times? What made it worse? And there's a lot of things that led up to it, you know what I'm saying, truthfully. But the main thing was the internet. That's the main things that led to a lot of domino effects that are happening today. Like for example, like this. See, in my day, you know what I'm saying? When you was, you know what I'm saying, trying to date somebody, you have to actually get out your house and go meet someone. Whether you meet them at the mall or the park, you know, or, you know what I'm saying, the supermarket, something. You had to get out the house. So a lot of women and wasn't as picky back then as they are right now because they can easily just, I mean, they got a app for everything. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, you're single over 40. Here's this application and shit. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you want to meet swingers and shit? Here's this application. If I got a toe jam, here's the application for that. You know. So there's an app for almost everything you do in modern day that modern day people are very spoiled. You know, like when I used to do raps and stuff like that, you know what I mean? It's easy for these young cats now to come up with a rap career because all they gotta do is have some shit and say something and put it on YouTube and everybody, oh, that sounds tight and shit like that. See, back in the day, you had to get out the house. You had to actually go to a park or a corner, set up some rinky dink little box or something like that, and then do your rap stuff like that, and you get recognized like that. You know what I'm saying? So you actually had to get out the house. So that's where the dating thing is going down the toilets because it's so easy accessible. You know, I mean, why walk to the store where you can sit up here and I got an app for a grocery app, you know what I'm saying, Dash or stuff like that. Oh, can you sit up here and mail me some shit to my house? Okay. Why leave and go to the store where you can have it delivered to your doorstep? So when something is too easy, then it's not going to be appreciated. You know what I'm saying? If you took away all this major technology away right now, women still ain't gonna want to be alone. So now the options shrink now. And these are the only few dudes that you can meet. You know what I'm saying? Because online dating is the only way that a broke broad can even have a chance to meet a dude with money. All she gotta do is find a site that he's on and float into his orbit and she might get landed. But again, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day. You know what I'm saying? That's why I love the dating scene back in the day in comparison to now, because back then, it took skill. You had to really come with your A game, and plus every now and then you ran across women that approached you. It's because they see that, they like the way your swagger is. The main thing was back then was, let's say that you're, let's say, in a club and you're some goofy dude that's running around and, hi, how you doing? Hi, what's your number? Hi, can I meet you? Hi, can I get a drink? Hi, you know what I'm saying? If he's hopping from girl to girl to girl to girl, a wise woman would be like, nah, he seemed too desperate. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But if you just sit up here just minding yours, And you being casual, somebody, you know what I'm saying, somebody come by, hey, but you still sipping your drink. A lot of women found that more attractive than the dude running around like a goober, chasing every woman around like, hi, how are you? Hi, So that, like I said, required skill. Nowadays when you text somebody, you don't even know if you're actually texting them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I love having phone conversations, stuff like that, or even going with technology, you know what I'm saying, even FaceTiming, because I can get to see your face and see, like, you know what I'm saying, what you're doing, what's the background, are you really paying attention to me, are you doing 10 different things at once, and you're kind of paying attention to me, but you're kind of not, you know what I'm saying? So for me and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, it's like I was saying, when you're texting somebody, that's why I rarely text, because you don't know who you're texting. Meaning, granted, yeah, it is your girl's phone, yes. And it shows up that she's contacting you. Okay, yes. But see, you don't know if she's alone or not. And she could have, you know what I'm saying, other women in the background. Girl, if I were you, I'll text this. Yeah, that is a good idea. Let me text that. So you don't even know if you're texting her, you're texting her girlfriends. You don't know. You know what I'm saying? So that's why back in the day, that equation was cut the fuck out, which means that I'm not saying that she didn't have girlfriend influence, but see, when you're on the phone back then, and you can tell by when you talk to her, like, saying if she's doing some whispering shit, saying, then you can tell, oh, you're not there by yourself. Oh, okay. Well, no, we can still talk, Jay. No, let me let you go. No. You know what I'm saying? You're going to multitask me on this shit. Like, I'm going to kind of pay attention to you, but I'm kind of not, So I believe in, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was always come from that cloth that if you can give me full attention while we're on the phone, even if it's just for the minor little 10 to 15 minutes that we're talking, I want that. But if you're busy doing this and that and the other and stuff like that, hey, let me let you go. Handle that. So if we do talk later on, you got that out the way. So now you got no distraction. And the thing that pisses me off is you keep hearing, huh? Like the person ain't listening to you. That's where that multitasking come into play. But to get back to the point, because I veered off for a second. What made dating today harder is because technology makes it everybody easy accessible. Where the old ways, like I said before, is that you had to go out there and actually meet people. And even shy people can come up with shit right now, but back in the day, if you were shy, especially if you was a shy guy, you got no rhythm. Women didn't talk to you. I mean, it might be a handful, but women like, confidence. And see, the internet made even shy people seem like they got confidence because all they got to do is choose their words, but they don't have to look that person in the eye. You know what I'm saying? Or, again, texting takes away from showing confidence. Now, you might be typing the right words, but what's there to say that if you're in front of that person and, okay, let me illustrate this. Let's say I'm a shy guy and I'm texting some woman I met for the first time and I'm trying to, get a feel for her. You know what I mean? So the words I'm typing is, I like your picture. You're very beautiful. Is there any time in the near future we can meet? Now, you hear my vocals saying this, you know what I'm saying, because I'm a confident dude, you know what I'm saying? But if I'm an insecure, you know what I'm saying, shy guy, you know what I'm saying, if he was to say these same words, it'll probably sound like, hi, you look lovely, and can we meet in the future sometime? So you can't tell over the text if this guy is actually confident or not. But she will probably assume that he's confident because he just said these words right here. But she didn't hear him say it. See, when a guy talks and you can hear his tone, You can look at his face and measure everything. Then you can see, yeah, he's confident because yeah, he looked like he don't take no shit. Ooh, you know, you can tell. You know what I'm saying? But over a text, how can you tell over a text? You're assuming, and that's where females get a lot of shit wrong because they reading the text but not talking to the person, engaging their voice. Because guys do goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? They'll sit up here and be like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I really care about you. And you hear snickering and laughing in the background. You be like, you know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Is this a joke, nigga? You know what I'm saying? So this is on a straight up tip. You know what I'm saying? This is the real. If we took away all this technology right now, then you'll see the marriage and commitment rate increase and the divorce rate decrease. That's because motherfuckers gotta survive and they not able to just Skype and shit like that and do all this easy shit. They have to do the legwork. You want to be lonely? Get your ass out the house. Walk to the park or something. You know what I'm saying? Something. You know. So, and that's just my opinion. But I have a lot of data that's backing my opinion. Because, again, and also in these days, you know what I'm saying, all these groups are popping up to my, oh, we don't need men and shit like that. Now, that's delusional. Delusional. You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Well, I don't even say everybody because, you know what I'm saying, not everybody is heterosexual. I'm referring to heterosexual people. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's delusional. Now, if a person is homosexual, of course you probably don't need a man and shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not your flave, you know? But I'm referring to only heterosexual people. For them to say they don't need a man is lunacy. You know what I'm saying? But then they want to say, well, I want to wait until I get older and then maybe I'll sort it out. But then by that time, you know what I'm saying? See, usually, okay, let me rewind the tape again. People make this assertion that a relationship and a marriage is different. No, it's not. No, it's not. The only difference between a relationship and a marriage is a piece of paper and a judge. That's it. That's the only difference. If you didn't have that judge there, the commitment would still be the same. You know what I'm saying? You know, now we talking about people thinking the difference of marriage. Now, if the marriage don't work, then there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? You're going to feel the wrath, you know what I'm saying, as a guy if you get a divorce. But I'm saying the concept, the mental concept, like your mind is going to be so more majestic if you got married. But you ain't going to feel that same loyalty and commitment to that person if you're not married. You know, the commitment is the same. The only difference is the paper, but the penalties are different. Now that's where a lot of guys are hesitating to get married on. Now, I don't blame them. I don't blame them because the penalties of getting divorced, nigga, it's not worth the price, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like, hey, look, I tell a person in a minute, if they talk about getting married to me, I'm like, look, we're going to have to get spiritually married. You know what I'm saying? We go out to the woods and, and put that broom down there and we jump over that shit and we're married. That's the only way I'm getting married now. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? You know, because, you know, you take away a lot of the negative aspects if you get spiritually married. You know? I mean, because if you really care about that person and stuff like that, it don't matter where you got married at. If you and her think you're married, you're married. Deuces. You know? But see, people want the whole extravagant, you know what I'm saying, wedding and you see how much this dress costs, motherfucker. You know, they want the whole glitz and glamour, you know, and that's the only time that individuals, especially ladies, will entertain marriage because they'll start thinking of the glitz and glamour. Oh, I saw her in her wedding dress, or I saw my mom in her wedding dress, and I think my wedding should be like this wedding over here, but I want to do it over the top because you had this over here. And see, the wedding is not about the commitment. It's the things that women see, like, oh, I get the fucking other half of the rock, you know what I'm saying? And bitch is gonna be envying me because my dress is gonna be looking tight like a motherfucker with a long ass stupid train and all like that. And women be going through the details, and you be sitting there as a guy like, okay, I get a tuxedo, this little rinky dink little ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, it probably don't even look gold. Probably some little bronze shit that they found from off they sink. You know what I'm saying? Need the drain and shit. Hey, let me give this to him. You know? I'm just clowning, man. But to end this and saying to sum it up in my conclusion is like, technology, again, is what ruined the chances of a lot of relationships today. You know, if you took all this shit off the market and stuff like that, man, you ain't gonna be having all these boss bitches talking shit. I mean, first of all, there always have been boss bitches, but not this many and not talking shit. Real bosses, men included, don't brag. You know what I'm saying? You know, if you've seen a millionaire or a billionaire walking down the street and you see how he's dressed, you'll never know he was one unless someone says, hey, ain't that Elon Musk? You know, but if you don't know from looking at, you know what I'm saying, the internet and shit and seeing Elon Musk's picture all the time and shit like that, and he just happened to walk right by you, you'll never think he was a fucking billionaire. Never in a million years. Because he dresses super casual. You know what I'm saying? But now these boss bitches today, you know what I'm saying, they want you to see, look, you see my fucking chain, nigga, all this dripping and rings all over the place and hopping out of fucking Bentleys and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, what, nigga? Or Rolls Royces, you know? You know, see, real bosses don't brag. Because they know bragging leads to envy. You know what I'm saying? And that could be a problem when these boss bitches want to have a significant other, but you're including all these other people in your life. You know what I'm saying? Jealousy leads to envy. Envy leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. I'm going to let y'all get, man. You know what I'm saying? Have a good one and be safe. Deuce.